everyone. I'm Dr. Renee Mehrra. Thank you for joining Zoom In with Renee. Today, my guests are the Reddens from the town of Jatani, which is in the state of Orissa in the northeast part of India. And they started a school in 2014 with very humble beginnings. It was only 17 children at that time, preschool learning. And now, 9 years later, they have over 150 children from 2 to 10 years of age. So congratulations, Vivian and Stafford. And thank you for joining from Jatani, which is a small town in Orissa, and a very urban place now. There's an IIT out there. There's also a scientific education research center. It's getting a lot of momentum. So tell us how this school started. Share the journey.
See, we were in the Maldives working for about 2 decades. And we were both employed by the government there. And then we had, certain family obligations where we had to come back home. And what we found here was, that there was a need in the locality for a good school, a school that would fit, what we had in mind, that would give local students a proper education, exposure to sports, exposure to, various life skills that that would help them. And we couldn't find one around. So Vivian took the initiative, and we started off with a very small place. So we expanded the school, and this school was a play school. We were catering to the needs of preschool children. See, in India, the government formally recognizes schools from class 1. And from 1 to 10 is the secondary education. So this was a play school. And we didn't know where to send our kids, once they finished with the play school. And many of them didn't want to leave us. They said, sir, we are not going to leave the school. We are so happy with, what we are getting here, with the environment. And, it's different from every other school. So then I had a plot of land. So we planned to, start off with a new school there. And initially we had just planned 7 rooms. But somehow, we got motivation to build up, and now, it's become a school of one of its kind. There's no other school in the locality which has all the facilities that, we have here. For example, we have
a swimming pool, you have a badminton court.
We have indoor badminton courts and a large auditorium. We have table tennis. We have in-house dining for the kids. We have music. We have dance. All the facilities. A large auditorium where we conduct the functions, the assembly. This is the swimming pool. We have, apart from that, we have dance, we have music classes. These are the badminton court.
Yeah.
It's a small program that we had, where there was a guy coming and teaching them skills on, calligraphy and paper, how to make use of waste materials. These are life skills that we, inculcate with the children regularly. This is our computer lab. We give them a lot of hands-on experience rather than just teaching them, theoretically, what is done theoretically. We allow them to have a hands-on experience, to explore, to learn by themselves. And I think, that goes a long way in developing skills. So here you see, we just give them the computers and they explore and they learn by themselves. And this is, of course, our teachers. This is the dance class where the children, we have an instructor. This is an overview of the school, the academic section. This is the gym. This is, of course, one of the Olympians, Paralympic badminton players, who's a gold medalist. He had come over. So it was motivation for the kids, because we also run a badminton academy in the school, where we give professional coaching for all the players. We even have a school
sons are
bus.
badminton players. I mean, they're 8 and 12 years old. They're both playing badminton.
Yeah, my sons do play. Yeah, they are in fact ranked high up in the state, and the younger boy has also played at the national level. So it's a lot of exposure for them, and we celebrate all the functions. All the National Day, the Independence Day, Republic Day, all Teachers Day, Children's Day. Every event we celebrate with the kids in the school.
So is the school is secular?
Oh yes, we are neutral. We really don't propagate anything on religion. We don't celebrate any religious rituals in the school. Everything is, children are free to celebrate at home. So it's neither, we don't celebrate any of the Christian, nor Hindu, nor Muslim rituals in the school. But children are free to celebrate at home. But we celebrate all the other events, like the Independence Day. Anything which is non-religious, we celebrate in the school. The auditorium in which children, they are looking at moral values. So we inculcate these ethics, in them. And I think that's something which is very important for kids today, because with the changing world where they hardly, get to socialize outdoors. Yeah, these are outdoor activities. We take the children out on field trips, on nature trips, actually. So we have a school bus. We take them out to resorts. We take them out to places where they can look at nature and get close to nature. Actually, this is actually a place where Viv and myself we discovered a family of foxes. Yes. We happened to stumble upon them. We were driving through one night, and the headlamp of the car, it caught 4 of them, right up there. So we started, regularly visiting them. So this place is
showing the pictures to the kids. Yeah. Just show them where the foxes were.
So we tried to find the fox's den, but we couldn't actually. Yeah, this is a picture of the students in our school where they seen a strand of hair for the first time under the microscope. This is their first experience with the microscope. And I think his expression shows it all.
Yes.
He just can't believe, what the hair looks like under a microscope. So these are the skills, that we try to inculcate in them and give them, a hands-on experience. They are free to, work with computers. There's a science lab where they, can work by themselves, experience things on their own. It's one of the inaugural functions we had initially when we started off the school. We invited the parents to come in and, have a look. So this was one of the very first functions we had in the school. It was an inaugural function, and was well patronized by a lot of parents and even the local community.
I said we get a lot of support from the parents. They're very cooperative, very cooperative. I think I read so fast because of my parents as well.
Right.
Yeah, this was a trip to a friend's house. He actually has a telescope, and I took the boys over to see the planets. So it was again one special experience for them, I guess.
Enjoy every period. Like, it's balance the academic and the activities as well. So they enjoy it. They don't feel school a burden because most of the schools they work from, I think, 7:38 till 1. After 1, the school is closed in the afternoons. But I think our school is the only school in the surrounding that work from 8:45 till 3:50, and the kids enjoy it. In fact, Saturday they have half day. They say, "Ma'am, Miss, why don't we have longer till 3:50?" I said, "No, the teachers also need a break, right?"
Yeah, this is their music class. They're practicing for an occasion. I can't remember which one, but this is their music class. That's the music teacher who was with us. He's changed schools now, but now my brother comes in and he does the music classes. This was the Independence Day. Yeah, this is the dance on Teachers' Day. The children actually performed for the teachers, and on Children's Day, the teachers perform for the children.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Tejal Doshi, physiotherapist, mother of 8 Rishis studying in UKG Holy Child School. School provides a lot of facilities for the students, such as sports, different type of activities, and the special focus is on the studies and enhancing the knowledge of the student. Therefore, I really thank Sir Stafford Sir and Vivian Redden Madam to
That's one.
Hi. We always wanted a school which had the right blend of Indian and international touch, and I think Holy Child was one of the best schools that we found. It gives a holistic approach to all the students, and for my son, it was like one of the best thing that had in his life. He's so happy with the school that he never wants to miss his classes and all. And the teachers, especially the principal, Vivian ma'am, and the director, Stafford sir, they are so helping in helping all the students every time. I really feel that it's a very good initiative by Dr. Stafford. So really thankful to them.
Hi, my name is Vivan and I'm so blessed that I am from Holy Child School. Vivan Ridden ma'am and my director, Stafford Sir, is just not inspiring me for study, and he's also inspiring me for sports and activities like badminton, table tennis, swimming, dancing, musical, and painting, and many more. That's why I love Holy Child School.
How old is
Yes.
he?
He is 7.
He's been with us from the age of 2.
Oh, so those were very interesting pictures and videos, and there was a 7-year-old boy talking about he's inspired by the school. Now, the National Education Policy by the Government of India, the one in 2020, emphasizes on preschool learning, improving the quality of preschool learning. It talks about education that's equitable, inclusive, holistic, vocational training for children, critical skills for problem solving and creativity so they can reach their full potential. So tell us about your school. I know that you are now expanding it even further and going more into the rural area. You got over 2 acres of land.
Yes. See, what we found is that, the NEP requires a lot of training in terms of teachers, where they don't just impart knowledge. See, because today knowledge is available.
So there is a shortage of teachers and streamlining the infrastructure. That's a challenge.
Yes, there is. And that's why what we do in the school is we have designed the school in such a way that, we make our own books. Vivian and myself, we design the books. Up to year 3 now, we have been designing it from playgroup. We grade the syllabus so that, we don't depend on teachers, on the skills of teachers as much. And it makes it easy for us to train the teachers. We plan the curriculum in a way, where even if we get raw hands, there is a scarcity of, trained teachers around. So what we do is we take time, we train them, we prepare content, that makes it easy for them. And even parents, if they use the material that we produce, even parents can, double up as teachers in the house. So the impetus is not so much on, imparting knowledge, but it's on developing soft skills, that will actually help them in their life. For example, we have the horticulture club where each child will be given a plant and they have to, take care of that plant for the whole year. And this, I think, is a life skill, which is vital for them, especially for survival. And even for aesthetics, and there's so many aspects that come in through this. So we have a horticulture club, we are developing a yoga arena. So these are skills that we are trying to develop, and this all falls in line with the NEP. But when it comes to vocational courses, we found that the current campus that we have will actually fall short. So what we have in mind is to extend our services, to a more rural area. And in those areas, we can develop a lot of vocational courses like, carpentry, masonry, tailoring, culinary courses. These are things, that will help people to get employment. It'll, generate a lot of professionals coming out, for the job market. And I think that's where education is aiming, the NEP is aiming to take people in the future. So in our new campus, which we will be planning, we are going to design it in such a way that, we will be able to cater for the needs of society. So that's why, we are planning to be different. We will be different, just like here we are different from every other school because apart from academics, we develop, other life skills. So in the new campus, that's exactly what we are planning to do. So,
Vivian, Vivian, you're the principal of the school. What is your vision for the new campus that Dr. Stafford is talking about?
Let's see what comes up. I keep my fingers crossed. I take one day at a time.
Right.
Let's see. I am very positive.
Yeah.
Like when we aim for something, we make sure we get it. And hard work pays.
Yes.
I believe in that.
Yeah, this school, for example, we've spent our lifetime earnings on this school.
It's not only the money, it's so much of work involved. I start my day at 5 a.m. and I end it at 11 p.m. And it's 24/7 school work, but I'm happy.
Yes, because it's very gratifying to see how kids grow up to be ambassadors of peace and skills to move forward in life with productivity and creativity. I think, and Dr. Stafford, you had a very inspiring story about when you were like 5-6 years old. You had to travel over like an hour to get
yes,
school.
I
over an hour and a
to,
half, actually.
Yeah, I used to wake up in the morning. My mom used to accompany me. She used to teach in the same school, and we would have to travel by train and then catch a bus and then get to school. It would take about 1.5 hours, and the same on our return. So, we would spend about 3 hours every day only on commute to get to school and back. So, that again is an inspiration, for us to set up a school in the locality, so that children from here will not have to travel and go through the same thing which I actually had been through when I was a kid.
I still remember traveling to school in the ladies' vegetable basket. I used to stand in a basket traveling to school in the bus, 1 hour by bus.
The dropout rates, especially with girls as they hit puberty because of the lack of toilets or hygiene. When your new campus, do you have provisions for that? Enough toilets for girls?
Yeah, we have currently, we have 10 toilets in the school. In the school, we have 10 toilets, 4 for girls, 4 for boys, and 2 for staff. And we are very particular about hygiene. We have attendants 24/7, looking after the toilet. Every time someone uses the toilet.
I am very particular, doctor. Believe me, when I walk into the main campus, I finished school in the playgroup. In the nursery section, the kindergarten section. I finished school by 12:30. Then I go to the main school at 1. I walk directly to the toilet. And the lady knows I'm walking into the toilet. So before I come, everything has to smell really sweet. And if it is, I am very particular about hygiene. I tell my parents my priority is hygiene, discipline, then academics.
That's right. And do you have provision for children coming from lower income families or children with disabilities?
It's mandatory for the government, by the government, to provide 25% of seats for children. In India, it's called the BPL, the below poverty line. And I am happy to share that we've actually crossed the mark. And wherever there's a need, we provide a service for them at no cost. In fact, what we do is we give more than what the government mandates. The government just asks us to waive the fees, but we actually provide books, we provide uniform, we provide free tuition after school as well. So, in many ways, we've gone over the mark with that. So, but it gives us satisfaction. We are happy to do it.
When are you moving to the new campus?
The new campus will depend. See, like I told you, we've actually installed this whole school with our savings. So I think in a year or two, we will divert whatever income we generate from this school into development of the new campus. So I think in a 2-year time frame, we should have the new campus installed.
So you'll keep both the schools?
Yeah, we will.
I see. And the big campus will have up to the 12th grade?
Up to the 12th grade. See, basically what's happening with the NEP, prior to the NEP, the Indian educational system was a 10 plus 2 plus 3 system. 10 years of secondary, then 2 years of higher secondary, and then you go into your tertiary education, which was the university. But now with the NEP, they've split the higher secondary. You do 11 years of school, and your degree is 4 years. So the intermediate 2 years is now split. So we'll have up to grade 11 in the new school. According to the NEP, we'll have up to grade 11. And then from there, students go straight into university.
Right. So, and the fee is, how much is the fee for the, right now at present?
Right now, basic fee is 1,350 for the preschool, and we start off with 2,000 a month for the
2,000 rupees a month.
2,000 rupees a month. And see, with all these facilities, we are able to provide, all these facilities inclusive, of the fee that we charge, which is, I think, 10 times less than what other schools are charging, with providing all the amenities that we are providing at no extra cost. So we are able to do it because it was self-financed. We don't have, a pressure of, regular installments with the bank or anything. So I think the benefit is for the parents, because we are providing, the best of facilities at a very affordable cost. Schools that don't have any of the, other extracurricular facilities that we have, they are charging even more than what we do.
Yeah. And what have been the academic scores of these children that are in this school?
I think our students fare quite well. It's because, we maintain a balance with education and, co-curricular, with academics and co-curricular activities. And I think it's a lot of motivation for the kids. They get, of course, there's no corporal punishment. There's no, nothing in terms of even, verbal abuse is not there. The only thing we need to tell them is, if you don't study, you don't score well, you're kept away from any of the extracurricular activities, and they immediately fall in line. And that's good motivation for them to actually study. So I think it's a win-win situation for everyone here.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, we wish you all the very best, Vivian and Dr. Stafford Redden, with the new campus, and hopefully in the next couple of years you'll have this school up and running in the rural area of Orissa. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor. It was such a great pleasure.
Yes.
And we'll keep in touch.
Absolutely. I'm Dr. Renee Mehrra. Stay healthy, stay positive.